in the shadow of the oak, where the wild rye grows. I first saw her silhouette as the sunset glows, her laughter tangled in the breeze, sweet as falling rain, every whispered secret bound to the golden grain. I rode through the heart of my dusty trails, underneath the starlit sky, where the lone wolf wails. Every mile I travel, every road I roam, brings me back to where we were, but it ain't my home. Now the cabin's empty, where we used to dance. Floorboards creak with memories, in the shadows glance. The oak tree's grown taller, stands alone against the wind, where a scarf caught on the branches, where our love had been. I rode through the heart of my dusty trail, underneath the starlit sky, where the lone wolf wails. Every town's just echoes of her laughter's tune, every sunset's colder under the same old moon. On this old porch I sat, hat pulled down low. Gravel roads keep calling, but there's nowhere left to go. Guess the heart finds solace where the lost dreams lie, in the whispers of the rye fields under vast unending sky. Where I rode through the dreams where we once lay, through the paths grown over, where I lost my way. With each town behind me, her memory fades to blue, where I rode through my heart, and I rode on too. In the shadow of the oak, where the wildflowers hide, I first saw her smile by the riverside. Golden laughter in the air, scarf dancing with grace. Every memory of her is tied to this place. Sun setting low, painted sky so bold, in her eyes a story of old. The rain waits on the old porch swing, stirs the dust where we used to sing. Every drop's like a tear from the skies, echo in my heart's silent cries. This wandering soul beneath wide brims keeps riding on while the light dims. Years have turned, the cabins lay empty and still. Gravel roads forgotten, grass growing at its will. Where laughter once lived, now only winds reply. Echoes of what was beneath the endless sky. Her scarf found a home on a cold saddle horn, left me with the echoes of a love worn. The rain waits on the old porch swing, stirs the dust where we used to sing. Each drop's a fragment of past delights, fading trails this wandering soul beneath wide brims keeps riding on while the light dims. Underneath the vastness where the quiet lands speak, I find her whispers in the creek. Though I roam forever, part of me stays entwined with her in the yesterdays. The rain still waits, it knows my name. On the old porch swing, nothing's the same. Time may pass, but my heart finds in every sunset her ties that bind this lonesome road, these wild domains. I ride alone, but the rain waits. In the shade of the old oak tree by the creek where we once lay, I found a faded scarf you wore, now colors turn to gray. The wildlands whisper through the grass where our laughter used to sound. A lone cabin stands beneath the hill where our dreams were tidally bound. But now the wind sings lonesome through the sagewood, thin and dry. Moonlight dances on the gravel road where we said our last goodbye. Each sunset bleeds a deeper red, like the heart I can't reclaim. For in the dust of trails long gone, all that's left is your name. Years rode by on thundering hooves over stones that marked the miles. The town's old porch creaks underfoot, echoing the missing smiles. Your laughter's just a ghost now in the shadows that I roam. This wanderer's heart beneath white skies, forever doomed to roam. But still the wind sings lonesome through the sagewood, thin and dry. Moonlight fades on the lonely roads where we said our last goodbye. Every star a piercing reminder of the eyes that match their gleam, lost in the dust of trails long gone, buried in a dream. Sometimes late at night I swear I hear the whisper of your voice, floating across the valleys, making my weary heart rejoice. But dawn breaks harsh on hills of silence, each day reborn anew, with nothing but the ache inside, memories of you. So I'll ride on with the sunset, my shadow long and lean, chasing echoes of what we were in places we've once been. Though the wind still sings through sagewood and the road stretches behind, the hardest trails are those we walk, in the memories left behind, in the dust of trails long gone, my heart forever confined. Whisper of the wind through the old oak trees, where the trail runs cold and the creek bends low, I found an echo of you
the shadow and the leaves underneath that sky where our dreams used to flow. By the dusty road, your old porch still stands where you laughed and danced, your scarf in your hand. Boots sleeps by the door like he's waiting for your sound, but the night only answers with your memory's ghost. The stars overhead like the tears that I found, falling for the love, now a whisper of smoke in this lonesome heart where the wild roses grow. Boots sleeps, but the winds they forever know. Years are roll like thunder across these plains, saddles worn and dusty, just like my heart. The cabin stands empty, just the shadows remain of the laughter that once filled, now tears us apart. Gravel roads, fading trails to town so quiet and still. Every sunset pulls my heart against its own will. Boots sleeps by the door where your footsteps fade, and the echoes of us are just whispers in the shade. The stars still weep with the pain of our old tune, silent like the night where the heartache is vast as the dune. In this hollow soul where the cold winds blow, Boots sleeps, but the memories they never let go. Silver gleam, and I wander these lands, caught in a dream. With each step I take, it's your name that the dust speaks, and still of the night where the old wood creaks. Boots sleeps by the door, not a stir, not a peep. In the quiet of the dawn, it's your love I still keep, underneath the vast sky where wild hearts once roamed. Boots sleeps, and I wander forever alone, in the whispers of the wind where our story was sown. Boots dreams of you as I face each dusk on my own.
In the shadow of the oak, where the wild river's been, lies a memory of her, where the earth and sky blend. Sunset wrapped her in a shawl, all tattered and red, on that old wooden porch where our dreams were softly said. Oh, the wind closed her eyes with whispers soft and sweet, and the trails we once walked now bear no trace of our feet. My heart rides these empty plains under cloudless grieving skies, for in the whisper of the trees the wind closed her eyes. There's an old cabin standing, warmed by time and by rain. Its door creaks like the saddles that we rode through the pain. Gravel roads keep on winding through fields of dry golden grain, but her laughter's just an echo from the storms that never wane. Oh, the wind closed her eyes with whispers soft and sweet, and the trails we once walked now bear no trace of our feet. My heart rides these empty plains under cloudless grieving skies, for in the whisper of the trees the wind closed her eyes. Now I wander through the silence of paths we used to roam, each step a heavy verse in this earthbound tone, lost in the symphony of a lonesome fading day, as the skies turn to gray. Yes, the wind closed her eyes, and the world just passed us by. In the dust of the trail, under that wide open sky, still I roam these quiet towns where our love was once surprised. Forever haunted, forever bound, where the wind closed her eyes. So I sing to the mountains and to the stars above, about a whisper in the pines and the woman I still love. Every sunset takes a breath, and every nightfall replies to the tale of a cowboy where the wind closed her eyes.
In the shadow of an oak, that old house stood firm in the breeze, where the porch creaked under boots, whispered tales in the leaves. A scarlet scarf she left behind on the rail, dancing free, like a flame against the prairie sky. That house had watched me leave. Oh, the winds of time blow cold across these empty, echoing fields, where my heart lies buried deep beneath the frost the sun conceals, and every star up in that lonely heaven grieves. Under that quiet moon, the old house watched me leave. Years drifted by like tumbleweeds across these rugged lands. Gravel roads once sung our names, now trace lines in my hands. Her laughter haunts the hollow rooms in the whispers of the eaves. Now shadows stretch their long cold fingers where that house watched me leave. Oh, the winds of time blow cold across these empty, echoing fields, where my heart lies buried deep beneath the frost the sun conceals. Each sunset bleeds into the hills, a tapestry that weaves through the heartache painted skies. The old house watched me leave. Beside the hearth, an empty chair, the dust has settled there. The clock ticks time away in vain, each moment we can't share. My reflection in the pain, a face marked by the thief who stole the days we could have had, as the house watched me leave. So here I roam, a wanderer, with this lonesome road my steed. Every trail fades into dusk, every memory a seed, planted deep within the soul, where only time retrieves. In the silence of that old porch step, the house still watches me leave. Oh, under that eternal sky, the old house forever grieves, with a solemn silent nod, as it watched me leave. In the shadow of the mighty oaks on Carson's Ridge we lay, where the whispers of the aspen leaves would dance and softly sway. Your scarf a splash of crimson against the endless prairie dust. There beneath the endless sky, we spoke of love and trust. Oh, the goodbye letter flew with winds winds across the wild. Beneath the setting sun where once you smiled. Now every whisper in the breeze feels cold and ever blue. With every sunset, I'm losing parts of you. Years have worn the wooden boards of that porch where we stood. The gravel roads are overgrown where once our cabin stood. That trail where we once walked now fades beneath the snow, like the warmth of your hand in mine a lifetime ago. Yes, the goodbye letter flew with winds across the wild. Beneath the setting sun where once you smiled. Now every whisper in the breeze feels cold and ever blue. With every sunset, I'm losing parts of you. I roam from dusty town to town, a shadow in the rain. Each droplet mirrors memories, each thunder whispers pain. Perhaps in some sweet meadow our hearts will meet again. Until then I'll ride alone with sorrow as my friend. For the goodbye letter flew with winds across the wild, chasing horizons where once we laughed and smiled. Still every whisper in the breeze sings your name so true. Underneath the silver stars, I'm forever holding you. So I'll saddle up once more, ride towards a fading light, where the memories and the ghost trails unite. Goodbye letter flew with my love, adieu, adieu. In the quiet heart of night, I'm still loving you. Where the dandelion field waits under the sky's vast embrace, I recall her laughter mingling with the summer wind's gentle grace. Oak trees line the old home road, roots deep as the secrets we shared. On that weathered front porch, our souls laid bare, none compared. Oh, my heart rides the trails of yesterday, saddled with memories that time can't sway. The wind whispers through the grass, her name it seems to say, in that dandelion field where my old dreams lay. Years like rivers they flowed away, left me on these gravel roads. An empty cabin, the dust settles where once love's light glowed. The scarf she left still smells like rain, those stormy days now past. Every sunset bleeds like the heartache of love that couldn't last. Oh, my heart rides the trails of yesterday, saddled with memories that time can't sway. The wind whispers through the grass, her name it seems to say, in that dandelion field where my old dreams lay. And I've wandered far under the weight of lonesome saddled with memories that time can't sway. The wind whispers through the grass, her name seems to say, in that dandelion field where my old dreams lay. So here's to the roads and the dust, to the loves we've known in the heart of the dandelion field. I face this world alone, still every fading trail I walk, her memory forever binds in the quiet whispers of the field where old love waits undefined. In the heart of the valley, where the wild dandelions grow, I found her dancing soft silhouette against the sunset's glow. Underneath the oak tree's ancient watchful eyes, we carved our names bound by the land 'neath endless skies. Her laughter mingled with the summer breeze so light in that dandelion field where dreams held tight. Oh, but the winds they change as winds are wont to do, and the seasons turn their back on what we thought we knew. Now the field lies empty, just like this cowboy's heart, where once was a blooming inn, now stands a barren star. Each petal flown like whispered dreams of the night in that dandelion field held oh so tight. Years have ridden past like shadows cross the moon. The oak tree stands alone, the carving faded all too soon. Her scarf still clings to a branch, a flag of surrender to the time. While I wander gravel roads in solitude sublime, the cabin's quiet porch swings empty like the echoes of her laugh, and I'm just a ghost in my own story, a photograph from the past. Oh, but the winds they change as winds are wont to do, and the seasons turn their back on what we thought we knew. Now the field lies empty, just like this cowboy's heart, where once was a blooming end, now stands a barren star. Each petal flown like whispered dreams of the night in that dandelion field held oh so tight. So I'll ride these trails under skies white and blue, searching horizons for a sign for something true. But the truth is like the rain on this dusty beaten path, it washes away the reasons, leaves the aftermath. Oh, the winds they've changed left me to abide with the memories of dandelions and the tears I've tried to hide. But love like wildflowers finds a way to endure in the heart of a cowboy, lonesome, solemn and pure. Each petal flown like whispered dreams of the night in that dandelion field where I hold
will forever take. There's a field just past a rusted barn where summer danced and kissed our arms. Your laughter rang through dandelions like a love song without trying. I'd drive that old Ford, paint peeled gold. We'd race the dust, not growing old. Your sundress swayed with every breeze, back when love was wild and free. Oh, in the fields of '89, we rode forever on a cotton line. With muddy boots and radio static, our hearts beat loud and automatic. You were 17, I was trying to shine. We were just kids, but God, you were mine. In the golden light of that county line, I lost my heart in the fields of '89. You liked your lemonade with ice, I liked your voice under starlit skies. We carved our names in the old oak tree, it still leans west like memory. You left for school, I stayed to farm, but your goodbye still feels warm. I hear your song in meadow winds, and every spring it starts again. Oh, in the fields of '89, where we slow danced to Patsy Cline. On cassette tapes we had to rewind, those Friday nights felt so divine. Now the scarecrow stands where you kissed me blind, and all that's left are roots in time. But you still bloom in that old design of my broken heart in the fields of '89. Swirling round every time the wheat bends down. I feel your love in this ghost town. So if you drive these roads someday and see the sun-kissed amber haze, stop for a while, feel the air. You'll find us two still dancing there, not as we are, but who we were, in every breeze and every blur. And know that some things time won't mind, like our forever in the fields of '89.
In the shadow of the oak, where the wild creek bends, stands an old house bound by the winds of lament. Leather leaves whisper secrets of you in soft tones, where we dance neath the porch light, no sense of alone. Old house tied down like my heart to your ghost, every board and stone soaked with the love we spoke. The wind howls your name through the cracks, so profound. In this lonely wild land my sorrows abound. Years drifted like tumbleweeds over dry plains, since the fire in your eyes turned to the saddles unmounted and the scarf you love gone. Just the echo of footsteps where our laughter once shone. Old house tied down like my heart to your ghost. Every board and stone soaked with the love we spoke. The wind howls your name through the cracks, so profound. In this lonely wild land my sorrows are bound. Under the vast skies where the red sun dips low, I wander these empty rooms, letting memories flow. With each creak of the timbers, I learn to forgive. In the solitude of sunsets, I'm learning to live. Old house tied down, but my heart's finding its way through the whispers of oak trees and the cool evening sway. Yet still I roam these quiet towns, a shadow in the dawn. Old house tied down, but your memory lives on. Cinematic and raw, the song echoes like a timeless lament from an era fading into the shadows of history as the cowboy continues to ride, haunted but ever hopeful under the expansive western skies. In the gloom of the ashen dawn, by the oak tree's mournful shade, where we carved our names, a world so wide beneath the everglade. Your scarf still dances on the porch, a ghost in the prairie's embrace. Each thread a tale, each hue a sigh, lost in the wind's cold trace. Oh, that goodbye letter called my name in ink that wept my fate to claim. On a dusty trail where our dreams did roam, now I ride these shadows all alone. The cabin stands a silent shell on the edge of the faded trail. Its door swings soft to yesterday when our love was not so frail. The saddle worn, the gravel path, whispers of your tender grace. Every hoofbeat in the rain echoes a void I cannot replace. Oh, that goodbye letter called my name in ink that wept my fate to claim. On a dusty trail where our dreams did roam, now I ride these shadows all alone. Under the vast and starlit sky, I confess to the restless plains. Every sunset spills your memory in the hue of blood-red stains. And though I wander far and wide, your shadow by my side remains, a specter of what once was true, shackled in love's unseen chains. Yes, that goodbye letter called my name, a sorrow song, a lonesome flame. As stars above the night reclaim in my heart your whisper just the same. Goodbye, my love, this cowboy soul forever your sweet claim. As the last note lingers in the wind, the scene fades out like smoke, leaving nothing but the echo of a heart that once spoke. Out by the creek where the cottonwoods whisper, under the grip of the great mountain shadow, she laughed with the sun, danced with the wind, on that old wooden porch where our summer's thin. Her scarf in the breeze like a soft blue prayer, her promise of forever hung silent in the air. Now her goodbye drifts through the valley so low, rustles through the oak leaves where the wild rivers flow. Every sunset bleeds a color she once knew, and her goodbye drifts like the morning dew. Years peeled the paint from that cabin we shared, gravel roads less traveled, echo songs unsung. The chair where she sat remained solemnly bare, a testament to dreams we once declared. In the stir of the dust, her laughter's a ghost, fading on the trail where I need her the most. Her goodbye drifts through the valley so low, rustles through the oak leaves where the wild rivers flow. Every sunset bleeds a color she once knew, her goodbye drifts like the morning dew. I roam through these hills, a shadow at dusk, chasing the whisper of her gone silhouette. Love's a lone star fading from view in the vast endless sky of the deepest blue. Still her goodbye drifts through the valley so low, haunts every canyon, over peaks dusted with snow. Each night folds in colder and through, her goodbye drifts and I'm drifting too. Her goodbye drifts and I'm drifting too. Out where the oak tree shadows lay long, under the whispers of the prairie song, sparrow listen on a wire, old and frayed to the size of my heart like a serenade. By the dusty cabin where we once danced, where love was born in a fleeting glance. Oh, the winds they change, as do hearts, and sparrows fly where morning starts. But my soul's tethered to that porch of pine, under stars where your hand slipped from mine. Sparrow listened as we said goodbye, the sunset wept in a crimson sky. Gravel roads now less traveled by, creek beds dry where we used to lie. An old scarf clings to a branch turned gray, like the color of skies on a stormy day. Echoes of laughter, the shutters slam, silence fills the air as the door frame jams. Oh, the winds they change, as do hearts, and sparrows soar where morning starts. But my soul's tethered to that porch of pine, under stars where your hand slipped from mine. Sparrow listened as we said goodbye, the sunset wept in a crimson sky. Fading trails, the hoof prints disappear, just like us, swallowed by the years, a lone saddle, resting by the shed, memories of you dancing in my head. Sparrow flies, but the story's told in the whispering wind, so raw, so cold. They know of lost love's cost, and sparrows find all that we have lost. Still my soul's tethered to that porch of pine, under stars where forever seemed fine. Sparrow listened, oh sparrow knows, in the quiet towns where the heartache grows, by the fading light where shadows play, I'll sit and wait for the break of day. In the heart of a dandelion field, under sky so vast and wide, I found her laughter tangled in the wind, where secrets go to hide. Beneath an oak tree's watchful eyes, we carved our names so free. On that old porch where time stood still, she danced away with me. Oh, how the field cries with whispers of her name. Dandelions blow her kisses in the breeze like a flame. My heart rides lonesome trails, chasing sunsets that she knew. In the quiet of the night, all I see is the hue of her blue. Seasons turn to seasons do, and the oak tree now stands bare. The porch grown old, the cabin's cold, no trace of her sweet care. Gravel roads where we once roamed now lead me back to none. Her scarf a faded memory, frayed by rain and sun. Oh, how the field cries with whispers of her name. Dandelions blow her kisses in the breeze like a flame. My heart rides lonesome trails, chasing sunsets that she knew. In the quiet of the night, all I see is the hue of her blue. In the rustle of the leaves, I hear her voice call soft and low, a melody of lost love in the river's ceaseless flow. With every lonely star that fades into the dawn's first light, I find her smile in the breaking day and hold on through the night. So the field cries and I cry too, with the wind's mournful tune. Dandelions once gold like dreams, now silver neath the moon. I'll walk these empty trails where her laughter once did soar, forever in the dandelion fields, together yet no more.
shadow of the oak where the wildflowers hide, I found an old scarf, blue as the prairie sky. Beneath the whispering leaves of time, there's a ranch house stood by the crumbling line. Each board and nail, soaked in sun, holds a tale of two hearts that beat as one. That ranch burns low as the evening falls, embers of memories through crumbling walls. The wind sings lonesome through spaces wide, carrying whispers of a love that died. An old porch swing sways with no one to see, just shadows of you, shadows of me. Years rolled like dust down in an endless track. Love slipped through fingers, ain't coming back. The saddle sits dusty, the bridle hangs loose on a fence post, weathered by use and abuse. Rain falls like tears on the lonely ground in this quiet town where hope's barely found. That ranch burns low as the evening falls, embers of memories through crumbling walls. The wind sings lonesome through spaces wide, carrying whispers of a love that died. An old porch swing sways with no one to see, just shadows of you, shadows of me. By the light of the fire, I see it clear. All that's lost, all I held dear, a whisper in the ashes, a dance in the flame, nothing but silence to carry my name. So let that branch burn under starlit skies, let it cleanse my soul, let it dry my eyes as the flames reach high, touching not so deep. In the heart of the fire, I'll finally sleep. An old porch swing sways with no one to see, just shadows of you fading from me. Out by the ridge where the old oak stood, your laughter echoed, felt so good. Wild as the wind in the open plains, where we danced under storms, no rains. In that cabin where the door still creaks, I trace the echo of your retreat. Silent whispers in the dust, your scarf still holds the scent of our shared path. The rain tied down in the lines of my face, each drop of memory a silent trace. In this heart, the wild storms you calmed, now just ghost towns, love long gone. Gravel roads where our steps once fell, now just stories that the night winds tell. That old porch swing hangs quiet and warm, a testament to vows now torn. The sunset bleeds like the tears we knew when I held you close, swore we'd see it through. The
trails we walk now overgrown, an empty saddle I ride alone. Rain tied down in the lines of my face, each drop of memory a silent trace. In this heart, the wild storms you calmed, now just ghost towns, love long gone. So I whisper to the stars above, questions of fate, the cost of love. Do the rivers hold the reasons why underneath this expansive aching sky? Rain tied down but my soul won't abide. In every storm it's your face I find. With every dawn I lose you anew, a lonesome cowboy bound to the blue. In the rain, your echo I chase, a memory of time, a forgotten place. Though I wander forever, I'm bound to the love we lost and the rain tied down. Out where the oak tree shadows lay long into dusk, I found a scarf you left, now faded threads of musk. By the old log cabin where our initials are still carved, a letter waits in silence, edges worn and starved. Oh, the winds, they whisper of you across the barren trails. Dust stirs memories like ghosts beneath the coyote wails. Each sunset bleeds like our love did, in scarlet and in gold. And every night I'm riding through dreams I can't hold. Gravel roads, they've shifted just like time's cruel hand. The saddle's worn and brittle where once it made us stand. That porch we'd sit just waiting for the rain to bless the land. Now it only echoes one set of boots and a solitary man. Oh, the winds, they whisper of you across the barren trails. Dust stirs memories like ghosts beneath the coyote wails. Each sunset bleeds like our love did, in scarlet and in gold. And every night I'm lost in dreams that I can't hold. Underneath the weeping willow, I confess to stars above, how the heart can hold such spaces filled with endless love. But the shadows grow in corners where your laughter used to stray, and in the stillness of the night my soul just drifts away. Oh, the winds, they sing of you down the empty, endless trails, where our memories roam like shadows hidden deep in veils. Each sunset's a reminder of the love that had to fold. And every night I'm riding haunted by the cold. A letter waits unread, my dear, where tears and time prevail. In the heart of a lonesome cowboy riding the lonely
lonely trail. In the shadow of the oak where the wild daisies grow, she laughed under sunbeams through the breezes that blow. We carved our names slow in the height of the wood, promised forever in that old neck of the woods. Her scarf in my pocket, her touch soft as rain, in that dusty old cabin now silent again. Dusk closed her eyes on the edge of the day. The prairie wind whispers, but she's faded away. Sunsets bleed red over trails she once rode. In the heart of the cowboy lies the weight of this ode. Years tumbled like tumbleweeds past porches and gates. Her laughter's a ghost in the town that time ate. But once we danced close, only shadows now sway. The dust settled thick where her boots used to lay. An old saddle empty by the door stands alone. Every creak in the board moans for love that's long gone. Dust closed her eyes on the edge of the day. The prairie wind whispers, but she's faded away. Sunsets bleed red over trails she once rode. In the heart of the cowboy lies the weight of this ode. Oh, I've roamed far and wide under vast starry skies, but her whisper rides the wind through the silence it flies. Each town feels too crowded, every road leads me back to the dust-covered memories, the love that I lack. Dust close her eyes and it's there she'll remain, bound up in the soil, in the sun, in the rain. As the night curtains fall and the loneliness cries, with the dust in my throat I'll remember her eyes. Though the trails all grow cold and the songs all unplayed, and the dust close her eyes when my heart's ever stayed. Guitars but farewell as the sky turns to gray. A cowboy sings softly as the daylight slips away. In the shade of an old oak tree, where the earth holds secrets deep, we carved our names, young and free, on a heart as wide as the rolling sweet. Your scarf it danced to dusty red in the winds of that wild sacred land, where the porch creak neath the weight we tread, and our future lay like the grains of sand. And the sunset sank with a heavy sigh into the arms of the aching sky. Your whisper lost in the coyote's cry as the stars lit up your goodbye. I ride these trails, worn and bleak, with your memory, a treasure I seek in the fading light. Your voice still speaks, but it's just the silence so vast, so deep. Now the oak tree stands there all alone, its leaves whispering tales of the past. The names we etched now barely shown, like shadows that the sun has cast. That old cabin, our love sweet home, sits empty as time has willed. The
gravel road once ours to roam, with the echo of our laughter still. And the sunset sank with a heavy sigh into the arms of the aching sky. Your whisper lost in the coyote's cry as the stars watched us say goodbye. Each dusty trail, each silent plea brings me back to you endlessly. In the twilight's glow, you're all I see, and I'm just a ghost in our memory. Oh, these hills hold the breath of your grace, and the rains fall like tears on my face. With each storm a bit more I erase, but never the pain of your empty space. So the sunset sinks with a heavy sigh beneath clouds like an old weary lie. I'm riding on though my heart can't deny. Part of me vanished when you said goodbye. In the crimson fade I bear the mark of love lost deep in the veiled dark. With each setting sun I embark towards tomorrow, with your shadow in my heart.